Morning, everybody. Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. Coming back to you with another video on a beautiful Monday morning, enjoying a nice coffee from the Nespresso. Yeah, the Nespresso machine. If you guys have a Keurig, look into the Nespressos. I'm telling you, those machines are amazing. Creates a really great cup of coffee. But in any event, in today's video, I want to walk you through my my updated workflow when it comes to my eBay to Amazon business. So for folks who haven't been tuning into my regular videos, really over the last year and a half, I've switched my business model from just thrifting items and garage sales and auctions and flea markets and local pickups to online arbitrage, and specifically eBay to Amazon flips. In 2022, I sold a little over, I think, 7,000 products for $300,000. So far over the last 12 months, I'm at around 330,000, and I've done a little over 8,000 products. Goal for 2023 is 750,000 with a 25% profit margin. So I've really fine-tuned a lot of my systems, and in today's video, I want to share my updated workflow. I've got pretty much 10 steps, and I want to explain them in terms of how I kind of go about my eBay to Amazon business. And just so you know, if you'd really like to learn like how I'm sourcing and how I'm finding products and what I'm going after, and if you really would like more details in terms of this process and how I'm actually doing it, then definitely be sure to check the link down below in the description. I've got a free webinar that's going to be going down on Zoom March 8th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So definitely go down below right now if you can, pause the video and just sign up for it. It's free. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a replay. I probably will. I probably will sign up, send everybody who signed up the replay. So even if you can't attend live, I would try, because I'm going to be doing some cool stuff on the live training that the replay folks won't get. But definitely sign up, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be dropping a lot of gold nuggets that I've never shared before on YouTube or Instagram. So if you're really wondering like how this is done, definitely attend that. Okay, so I'm going to take a sip of coffee and let's get right into this video. Okay, so step number one is I or one of my two virtual assistants who source for me, we purchase an item from eBay. Okay. And that's the beautiful thing about this business. You can literally do it anytime, any day. You do it over a glass of wine. You can do it at 4 in the morning. You can do it at 7 in the morning, right? I'm here walking on the treadmill, shooting a video. I could be sourcing as well. We use softwares. We use replens lists. We use leads lists. We reverse source eBay stores. I mean, we have tons of different techniques for finding items. Again, if you want to learn how to do that, sign up right now for the webinar. It's free, and you'll really be able to get a bird's eye view of how exactly we're doing this. Okay, so we purchased the item from eBay. Step number two, the item gets delivered to my steps. So if you're following me on Instagram or you're in one of my Facebook groups or whatnot, you see I'm always posting pictures of the mailman carrying like 100 packages or my front steps. The items get delivered right to my steps. And then what we do is I used to bring them inside. The girlfriend was, I was driving her nuts. So now we're actually putting everything in the garage. And I have a cool, exciting project I'm going to share with you guys on the YouTube channel. I'm actually turning my garage into my Amazon workspace. So I'm going to be putting down mats, organizing it. So let me know down below. Drop a 1 in the comments if you think that would be cool to kind of see the process of how I turn a trashy garage into a workspace and how I organize it all for my Amazon business, okay? But items get delivered, and then we store them all in the garage, and we batch everything out 1 day a week, okay? Sometimes it turns into 2, but typically it's 1 day a week, okay? So step number 3, when we are finally going to pull all the items out of the garage and work on them, we're going to open up the packages and inspect for damages, okay? So we're looking for, counterfeit DVDs. We're looking for packages that are damaged. We're looking for items that we're selling as new, but the seller sold it as used. We're looking for anything that's, just has any issues, okay? And what we do, actually, my girlfriend helps with this part, is she opens up every single package. She pulls out like the void fill and everything like that, inspects it to make sure it looks good, and then she puts it right back into the package. Now, you're probably wondering, well, that doesn't make any sense. now you're touching it multiple times. Well, there's a reason for it, and I'll share in a second, okay? The reason we're doing that is because on step number 4, what we're actually doing is we're scanning items into my master sheet, and then we're essentially checking the item in, or we're reconciling that piece of inventory that we purchased to make sure it is what we were supposed to receive. So essentially, I have a master sheet with all of the items that I purchase. And on that master sheet, we have everything from the ASIN to the ROI to the profit. We have like the eBay ID number. We have the tracking number. We have all different sorts of information. My virtual assistants fill that out. And I programmed my barcode scanner to essentially be able to read the labels on the USPS package or UPS or FedEx. Big shout out to Ben P, who taught me this method. He's actually in our eBay to Amazon masterclass. But yeah, big shout out to Ben. But essentially, when I scan the item into my master sheet system, I've developed a system, and I actually worked with someone who did like a custom code for me, a script where it automatically highlights it yellow. It copies all the information, and when it's yellow, that indicates that it was successful, like it was what I was supposed to receive. And then it pulls all the information that I need to then go list on GoToLister. So there's a lot there. I'll talk more about this inside of the webinar because this was huge. But you definitely need to have a system to make sure you're reconciling your inventory and that you're receiving everything, because we're purchasing now almost close to 1,500 items per month over the last 30 days. And it's been about 1,000 a month for a while now. But I'll tell you right now, eBay sellers will screw you over from time to time. They won't ship. They'll ship you the wrong item. They'll send you an item that's damaged that you need to initiate a refund. And if you don't have a system to check everything in and reconcile all your inventory, your life's going to be a mess. And trust me, I made that mistake. So I'm not that smart. I just made the mistake so many times, and I'm like, I need a system. And again, big shout out to my buddy Ben. He's actually a coach in our mentorship as well. Okay, so as long as the item is what we want, we'll indicate that it's successfully checked in with a yellow highlight. Or if it needs to be returned, we'll highlight it red, move it to the returns tab. And then I have someone on my team that will initiate a refund if we need to return it, or hopefully we'll just get our money back if it's damaged. Okay, so that's step number 4 and step number 5. And now the cool thing is, like I said, I created a Google script. It'll automatically copy the ASIN, the buy cost, and the list price. So then we go over to GoToLister, we paste in the ASIN, and we just add our buy cost. And the cool thing about GoToLister, if you guys aren't using that, I'm telling you right now, it's amazing. I've switched over from AccelerList. But the cool thing is, once you push that through, I'm using a Rollo printer. The FNSKU label will automatically pop out. GoToLister will automatically price the item, which is pretty freaking good. You could override that with your price, which I do about 5% of the time. Label the item, and then I stick it in a box, okay? So it's pretty cool, right? I'm scanning the item into the system. It automatically copies the information I want. I put it in a GoToLister, push it through, label pops out, slap it on the item, throw it in the box, rinse and repeat until I fill up that entire box, okay? Now, I am repricing my items on the back end with Bqool. So, I've shared this on my channel. I use Bqool. I use the AI version of it, which I think I'm paying like $150 a month or something. And it's based on like how many items you're repricing and whatnot, and the size of your inventory. It gets more expensive the more you use it. But yeah, I set the min max price, and it's really, really helpful. Okay. Eventually I am going to use the bulk upload feature because I am pretty inefficient with my system now. Like I'm having to go in one by one, and we have to, essentially what we do is we look up each ASIN from Bqool, and then it reflects on our master sheet, and then we already have our min max and list price, and we just paste it over. But there's a way that you can actually download your shipment from, Inventory Lab, GoToLister, so on and so forth, upload it in a certain format, and you could just upload all your repricing instantly. I haven't figured that out yet, but soon I will, one step at a time. Okay. So then I'm going to submit my batch through GoToLister, push through. I have been using inventory placement option about the last month. A lot of people are probably thinking like, well, first of all, what's inventory placement? And then the folks who do know what it is are like, Steve, well, you don't know. It's going to take a long time to check in. It's 30 cents extra. I do know. I just don't have a great system now for doing, for for like split shipments and whatnot. And my time is so limited that I've been like, you know what, I'll just pay the extra 30 cents, turn the inventory placement option on inside my FBA settings. Everything will go to one place. The issue is, again, for the folks who are in the know, it's just going to get FC transferred. So it's going to cause your lead time to extend out a little bit. But for me, it's worth it at this moment. We're not in Q4. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I use the inventory placement option. Then I'm going to weigh my box after I push it through, print out my UPS label, tape up my box, which if you guys have seen any of my pictures, I tape up my box really good. I protect my baby and label it. And then I essentially just put it outside on my steps, schedule a pickup through Pirate Ship for $4 for as many packages as I want, $4 for everything, which is great. And bada bing, bada boom. So that's the process right there. I purchase the items from eBay, gets delivered to my steps. We batch out the work all in one day. We open and inspect all the items, scan them into the master sheet with a program barcode scanner. And then I've got some custom code that really automates that. If there are any issues, I'll highlight the row red, move it to the returns tab if it's good to go, highlight it yellow so my team knows it's checked in. And then every couple weeks or so, we'll look back on my purchases to make sure there's none that are blank, which means it hasn't been shipped or checked in. Okay, then we list it on GoToLister. Okay, GoToLister will then auto print labels with my Rollo printer, which is fantastic. Slap on the FN SKU. We do reprice on the back end as well to override the pricing, just to be a bit more competitive as well. And we'll submit the batch via GoToLister, push it through to Amazon Seller Central. I am using inventory placement option, so it goes to one place. Throw it on a scale, go into Amazon Seller Central, put in the box dimensions, print out the UPS label, tape everything up, make sure it's under 50 pounds, and then schedule a pickup via, I didn't put it here, but it's via Pirate Ship, okay, for $4. So that's my process right now. At this point, I've got 4 virtual assistants in total helping me. Okay, 2 people sourcing full-time. Then I have someone who helps me with high pricing errors, stranded inventory, some other things, repricing. And then I have someone who helps with just putting together numbers and back-end spreadsheets and stuff like that. I then also have my girlfriend helping me out with opening packages. And then I just hired my friend who's helping me to list items. So we got a pretty decent sized operation here. This should help us get to 750 with about a 25% profit margin by the end of the year. That's the goal. We'll keep you guys posted. If you want to learn more in-depth knowledge and you want to get some more training about this, again, March 8th, it's going down. Who loves the CellerAmp shirt as well? I use CellerAmp. I'll talk about this in the training. But March 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Most likely we'll send out a replay. I'm undecided, but I probably will. So at least sign up and you can watch the replay. But for the folks who are there live, you're going to get some, some special perks and whatnot. So with that being said, much love. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Appreciate you all. And smash that like button. Leave a comment. See you on the training. And have yourselves a great morning. That Nespresso is good.